Hello, hello. Welcome to the Mentor Membership. I am here starting this video sharing a little bit about who I am, what I do, and why the Mentor Membership. First of all, I wanted to create a space, a community for women to come together, safe, empowering space for women to grow boldly in different areas of their life. And truly, I was the recipient only 6 months after I launched this business. So I am Lisa Stein. I am the founder of the Mentor Membership, and I just want to take a few minutes to invite you into something that has been changing women's lives. And I have to again say, mine too. As a mentor, as a woman of faith, and someone who has lived through a lot of life, I know that it has been women along the way that didn't necessarily have to be an impact on my life, but chose to be an impact on my life. And that is exactly what I want to do in the mentor membership community. We created this space. I created this space because I know how hard it can be to grow alone. And if we're being honest, most of the time we don't grow. We become sedentary. We become just not impacting ourselves in a positive way. So therefore, we're not impacting others in a positive way. So the simplest way for me to describe the mentor membership is it's an online community of mentorship space for women who want to grow stronger physically, right? Stronger physically is a great thing, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. And what makes it unique? It's not just about content, right? It's about the true connection of the women that have chosen to be a part of the community. You are mentored by me. But I want you to know that I will see you. I will be walking with you. I will be equipping you with information and guidance, not my opinion and my way for you to do in those areas of life, but for you to be equipped to make those decisions. And the way that this works is every week we meet in a group. I personally like to use Google Meets. And it's the same time, same place, same night. We do it on Tuesday nights, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And it's about 30 minutes that you can probably plan for. My speaking part is usually around 15 minutes. And what I am doing at that time is each month I choose a different theme. And within that theme, each week we break down that theme so that we can truly focus in one of those 5 areas in different ways. And every single morning, I don't always look like this whenever I go live in the morning. You'll get me waking up, you'll get me going to the gym. It's usually between 5:30 and 6:45 a.m. that there will be a live message there for you. Maybe just a moment, maybe 3 minutes. It depends on what is truly being laid on my heart. But those morning messages are of empowerment, usually around the theme of what it is that we're focusing on, just because that's kind of how it really lays on my heart. But it keeps your mind, spirit, and soul truly aligned with what it is that we're truly training and our topic is for that month. Each month we have those mini trainings. I'll give you homework. I always say that it's homework, but the true part of homework is we have a little bit of discussion. It gives you that time and that opportunity to be able to think about what it is that you're working towards. It gives you, again, the opportunity to speak up at the end of those trainings. I give you journal prompts that help you take real action and not just gather information. If you're like me, you have packs and stacks of notebooks and journals and papers that are around you that you may take those notes, but you can probably never go back and open them up. And that's okay, but let's be intentional about what it is that we're growing and doing. And those pillars, those 5 pillars that I like to talk about, physically, it's we should take care of our body. I had a situation, in March of 2019 where I had to have surgery, and that started opening up to me from October to March. So over that 5, 6-month period, I was in and out of the hospital. I wasn't able to drive myself. There were days that I wasn't able to walk by myself. I couldn't even go to the bathroom by myself until I had surgery. So the experience that that gave to me, and honestly, it hit me in a time and a place that I was probably the healthiest, most active um, place as an adult. And so, with that taking place and happening to me 6 years ago in 2019, I'm so grateful that I had been intentional about caring for my body because they told me at the hospital if I had not been in the health and the physical way that I was, it would have been 10 times worse. Y'all, I couldn't imagine 2 times worse, let alone 10 times worse. So, we want to talk about how we can move our body for more energy, things that we can do for nourishment, and really truly it's not that one size fits all, but it's an encouragement of ideas that will open up for you. The second pillar that we focus on is mental. I know that life can be difficult, and I'll share more about my story at another time. But 6 months after I launched the mentor membership, I was faced with one of the most difficult things that I've ever had to face in my life. So, one of the things that I was so thankful for and grateful of is the 10 years that I had been putting in to renewing my mindset, breaking old patterns, right? And rebuilding a new belief of who I am and what I'm capable of, which takes us right into the third pillar, which is emotional. And again, sometimes it can be very emotional during these trainings because what we talk about is healing wounds that have been there for years. And you're not asked to share you're asked if you want to share, but you are not forced to feel like you have to share. But what we talk about is building resilience, learning new emotional maturity because of the fact that there are things that are in life that have impacted us that we can carry with us, unfortunately, into our adult life. The fourth is the spiritual focus. And I am a Christian, I am a woman of faith, but I respect you in where it is that you are walking. I just want you to do it in a place of truth. I want you to do it to where not only are you impacting yourself in a positive way, but also impacting others in a positive way. And the fifth, and definitely not the last, is financial. We want to focus on how we can give back, what we can do to pay it forward. And if we are shifting our mindset from that scarcity to stewardship and confidence with money, those are things that allow us to do that. And I've watched women over the course because we launched the mentor membership in September of 2022. Yes. No. Isn't that crazy? I'm sitting here, it's September of 2021. Oh my goodness. It'll be 4 years this year. It's amazing. Um, but I have watched women during that time reclaim their voices, go after their dreams, earn bonuses with their businesses. They too, in turn, become mentors. They talk about how ironically, situations had taken place and happened to where they were able to actually have that conversation that we just had on a Tuesday night with someone at work or at the gym on Wednesday or Thursday, where if they had not been a participant of the mentor membership, they don't know that they would have been equipped or confident in sharing what it was that they shared. So, again, finding a place to where they are seen, heard, encouraged, it allows them to stretch outside their own comfort zone. And what you get when you join are those weekly live mentorship groups. I know you will not always be able to make it on live, so we do have those recorded that you'll be able to do that. Again, the monthly themes with the practical tools that we use and talk about. This is a private community, which it allows you to have that space for support. I do have guest speakers that come in on sometimes monthly, sometimes it stretches out a little bit more. You do have access to all of the almost 4 years of recordings that we have already haven't saved. And then we have those different monthly challenges and journal prompts and planner sheets and different things. I do have a June bundle that is going on right now. So if you are watching this and you'd like to reach out to me to find out more, definitely comment or send me a message privately. And that is what I want you to do. If you are ready for your own real growth, not just information, but true transformation, I would love for you to join us. You can follow me on Lisa Stein, the Mentor Membership on Facebook. My personal page is also open. If you want to get to know me a little bit better, you can follow me or you can send me a friend request. It's Lisa Langford with a G, Langford Stein. And again, we are here to grow together. I do not believe that life should be alone. And as we know, there are things and circumstances that are in life that we can choose to allow us to benefit and grow from, or we can stay in the same space. And I'm 52 years old, so waking up each morning, I am absolutely grateful for the people that I have in my life, that they choose to be in my life, I choose to be in their life, and we make that an intentional part of living. So I invite you to take a closer look at who I am and what I do, and just follow along because, again, it may not be that this is something for you. Maybe you know someone that would benefit. Share this with them and follow along because there may be tips and ideas along the way that you may be ready later down the road. Have a great day, and thank you so much for watching.